Hi everybody, welcome to Sports for All podcast. I'm your host Eden, and today I've got a really exciting guest. So do you want to introduce yourself to everybody?
I am Jack Donnan, and I am a part of a sporting club called Newry City Special Olympics Club.
Amazing, it's so good to have you, Jack. So do you want to tell us a bit about your sports journey so far? What have you been involved in growing up and how it's progressed?
I first started whenever I was a little child. I can't really remember what age I was, but I uh, got through up into my progress by actually attending sports. I did swimming, bowling, and then we branched out to outdoors. So we are doing paddleboarding, kayaking, open water swimming. We
Oh,
do bowling as well. We actually just this year actually we got a new sport of boxing. We do football and football and other sports that injure that with disabilities. I progressed in so many things, and I have was in competitions before. I was swimming down in Limerick. I got a second, and I'm actually currently actually training at the moment for the Iron Games now coming up in June. I am in Dublin. I am doing kayaking. This is my first kayaking competition for Ireland Games. So I will be down on the Liffey. So yeah,
oh my,
so that's my sporting journey.
that's amazing. That's so exciting. In June, that's not that long, so I'll have to get you back to update us how you get on. Would you say
Oh
that
yeah.
kayaking is one of your favorites, or do you quite like trying all of them?
I love all of my sports, including swimming and that there. So I love my water sports more, but I do have a specific one that I love most, which is my kayaking, because that's the one that you'll be talking to different athletes and different people, even especially taking the sporting fan club coming down, they're like a family and friends. So yes, you have people that are talking and giving support and that. So yeah, kayaking is one of the best sports of all.
Yeah, definitely. I've only done it a couple times, but I know I really enjoyed it as well. And I think I so agree with you. Like, there's something just really nice being on the in the water and like on the water. It can be quite relaxing at times. I think swimming as well is like, yeah, it's quite nice. You can obviously do it as a team, but you can do it on your own as well. It's quite diverse. So, what have been some of your highlights so far? Obviously, you talked about like winning a few competitions already.
So my highlights were going down to I've been at the Iron Game three times for swimming, bowling, and then going to this one. So really my highlights were getting a medal. So I came first actually on the qualifiers to actually come on to the kayaking. So that was one of my highlights. Also, another highlight of mine was getting the companies to support us going down. I got the pleasure of actually being in the Ulster Bank buildings down in Belfast and Dublin, talking about me heading down to Limerick. So yeah, I have loads of highlights, and also another really good highlight is actually being down there and doing the sports and surrounded by all of my friends and that. So yeah, I have loads of highlights there.
Is you've done amazing, like winning everything, but also like those core memories of like spending time with other people and like speaking out and yeah, no, it's really really interesting to hear all your experiences. So what's your training schedule kind of like? Like what it might get a bit more increase obviously on the run up to the games in June, but like what's that kind of look like and how has that kind of maybe changed?
So the training currently, so I swim as well. So I'm every Wednesday now from 5:30 to 6:30, and then there's a 5:30 to 6. So we do swimming every Wednesday. We do bowling. It hasn't our club hasn't brought on the bowling, so that would be on every Monday. And so the training for this kayaking is actually very useful. But in current we have to, so our club takes us down to County Cavan
Yeah.
to Ballyconnell actually, because this is not a club training, so this is actually the officer training. So we have to go where the officer wants us to train.
Yeah.
So I have to go down to Ballyconnell. So currently at the moment now, my next training session is actually on Monday, the 15th of March. So I can't wait for it. So we're heading there.
Yeah, no, that'll be good. And it's definitely a good opportunity to travel and stuff as well. I feel like you've been quite a lot of different parts of the country now because you've been involved for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. What skills do you think have really helped you growing up, being involved in all the different sports, and how do you think those have helped? Because I know you do a lot of other things, like different jobs, different volunteer, like you're a busy guy. So tell me how these skills have helped you in different aspects of your life.
Well, of course, I have to take this down by my coach called Esther King. She is actually she's special with Ireland and special with Ulster.
Oh, wow.
She is the head coach of our club, but she's now actually the assistant head of delegation for the Ireland Games. So no, she has really given me my skills and my mum too, and my twin brother the skills really comes into place. I have learned a lot of new skills coming to the kayaking because I'm twisting my body as much because you have to twist your body and like pressing your feet in the kayak to actually go in and you have to uh, really get that paddle in to go fast. So yes, I have those skills and like even breathing techniques and swim arm upper strength and your arm strength. So that's my strengths.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. I think people don't realize how much like goes into actually like participate. You learn so much about your physical body and how it moves and so yeah, no, that's really interesting. And do you think you've grown like in other ways? Like do you think that you've got better like communication and like do you think your confidence has maybe grown as well? Like because obviously you've been involved for a long time and in different contexts and competing as well. Competing I used to compete in my sport taekwondo and like it's not easy. Sometimes like it's quite stressful. So do you think like you've grown in confidence over the years as well?
Yes, but Special Olympics always tells if they were on any group whatever, they'd always say that all of the athletes will take something from Special Olympics. So like we would grow confidence, we would grow new skills, we could grow to being like on land, to even in water, and then coming out of land and going to like a dry sport and that. So yes, I personally think that that is definitely to take like a small bit to even get into the sport and and to achieve your sport too.
Yeah, I definitely agree. And you're so right. It takes a team as well, doesn't it? Like you were saying about your coach and your family as well. And I think it's so important. I think people don't realize that as well. Yes, they might be individual sports, but like there's so many other people that can help support you as well. I really agree. So what do you think have been some of the barriers and challenges that you've faced? Or maybe and do you have like any tips or anything that's like helped you with that as well?
So did have barriers and I had chances as I always love to be in lead. Always love playing events, but yes, I did have chances. Couldn't do my breathing skills. I did overcome them by the head coach Esther King. Tips for you as well as that. Don't forget that you have a full team there beside you. And if you have any worries, or if you have any challenges, or if you're facing any challenges, please do connect with your team. And trust me, uh, that either well, your team will support you, but no matter what. And if they don't, they don't. But I but always know that you always be valued and being there makes a whole difference.
I love that. Your team, that community is so important, and I think it can be really challenging sometimes, like competing at like high levels, and like there can be a lot of pressure. Just having the support from other people, like we were saying, is so important. So my last question is, you've already given some advice, but just another piece of advice. What would you say to anybody who wants to get involved in sport, but who might struggle with confidence?
Okay, well, don't take this the hard way, but my advice would be look at what you're good at, and um, then if you're arguing as often, you could go to your either to your local um club or whatever. If you want to reach out to say Spanish Olympics, they have a site SpanishOlympics.ie, and you can find loads of clubs there around your local area. So please do find a club that suits your needs and suits whatever sport you're looking into. And trust me, you will benefit from it because you can achieve something by it. And even if your friends are not on that team, you will find new friends, and trust me, it will change your life. And I personally, whenever I first started into this club, I didn't really have much friends, but whenever I did get into it, now I have those friends. So please do please do contact your local clubs, and I know there might be a process on getting to your sport, but if unless if they didn't have a process, you can get into it. It's just finding it's just the club needs to find a place for you, and if they can't, you can try again. So please do find your local clubs, reach out to different um clubs around your area, and please do contact Alan. And if you are struggling to get a club, please do connect to any organisations that you think that can cover your sports. Even Special Olympics, easily, we have an office down in Belfast, an office down in Dublin, and we have loads of offices all around. So please do connect as well. So that's my advice.
That is amazing advice. I totally agree. I think finding something that you can feel like you're able to participate in, something that is inclusive and accepting, and something that you're interested in as well is so important. And you're so right, like there are opportunities out there, like so just keep looking. And if there isn't, like you were saying, speak to people, like try and spark a conversation, because there'll be other young people, there'll be other people out there who'll want to do it, who'll have probably faced similar challenges to finding something that works for them. So you'll definitely find people that will want to help, or who'll want to try and change it. But yeah, that was such a great conversation. Thank you so much, Jack. I'm feeling really inspired, and I think everybody else will be too. So thank you so much, and good luck for Ireland in June.
I will tell you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for listening to my podcast. If you want to connect with me further, you can find me on LinkedIn at Eden Byrne, and be sure to check out all the other amazing podcasts on Be the Change Media Network.